Alright, yo, what's good, YouTube? Today we're going to be ranking the Clash Royale cards. This is for the September 2025 season. And to start off, we're going to start off with my favorite card that has ever been released in Clash Royale, and it's the E-Giant. Now, the E-Giant's in a terrible spot right now. I mean, it just doesn't do enough damage. The radius is too small. And a big problem right now is that the minions are very good. And you can just place the minions out of the range of the E-Giant, right? So I'm actually going to put this in F tier. Next, we got the skeletons. The skeletons are actually a solid distraction, and it keeps your cycle going to get to the next evolution. I would say it's an A tier, and the skeleton evolution is also not bad. So next, we're going to go with the fire spirit. Now, the fire spirits are really good, and you'll mainly see them, I mean, just be utilized in the furnace, but like the fire spirit, like as a card, just it has a lot of health, and it does like the same damage as a fireball from like a king tower, like a crown tower perspective. Like if you play at the bridge, you're getting over 300 damage. Really good card. A lot of people are using it in goblin drill, or just like wall breakers, etc. And then we got Ice Spirit. Ice Spirit's also a pretty good distraction. It used to be like an S tier card because the evolution was actually busted, and you would be able to defend really big pushes. But ever since the nerf, they kind of like took away most of its damage. So Ice Spirit's like a solid distraction, so it's an A tier card. And next we'll go with the Royal Recruits. Now the Royal Recruits, like the evolution is pretty good, but they're just kind of easy to defend right now. And I feel like they just they just don't have that much health. They don't do enough damage, but they're still like a pretty decent card. So I'll go with them at B tier, just because of like their defensive capabilities. And for Hog Rider's in a really good spot right now, mainly because ever since the tornado got nerfed, or I wouldn't even say nerfed, ever since the tornado got assassinated, I would put the Hog Rider probably as like an A tier win condition. It's pretty solid right now, and with the Mighty Miner, you have the 3-card cycle, so that's like one of the main decks going around right now, and it's pretty dominant. Also, 2.6 Hog is not in a bad spot right now because Lava is very weak, so Hog 2.6 is actually very strong. And you'll see players like Yersin, one of the best Hog players to ever play the game. You can check him out on his YouTube channel. The best card in the game. When you combine it with the Chef, it's just absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, I don't know if you guys have played like Mega Draft. You only have like the standard level 11 Goblin Machine, and then you can't have the Chef Tower in Mega Draft. But still, like the damage per second's pretty insane. So like it hits like up close, and then it also throws rockets, and it has an egregious amount of health, right? So just a huge problem in the game. And I think this thing definitely needs a nerf along with the Goblin Giant. So let's see. Next up, let's get some more let's get these 2 elixir cards kind of out of here, because I want to rank like 4 elixir cards right now. So next we'll go with the Tornado. I personally think this is one of the worst cards in the game ever since they did the damage nerf. I mean, it doesn't even kill Spear Goblins, and if you run into Evo Bats, yeah, you're just dead. It doesn't do anything. This card is the most useless card in the game, and they need to revert the buff, or they need to revert the nerf to put it back to normal. It's kind of ridiculous on what they did. They kind of killed defense. So like the problem with the past year of the game is, I wouldn't say year, but half a year, like you're just getting cheesed by like Prince and other cards, and you can't play any defense because they nerfed the Tornado. and now you just have people spamming without a care in the world. So let's get our first building on the board. Buildings are in a really bad spot right now, and like the bomber's DPS, it does about 100 damage per second. It's kind of a joke. So yeah, but it does have a lot of HP, so that does make it a little useful. But also, like, the buildings are pretty weak right now, also because the tornado nerf, and like people would combine buildings with tornado, and then you could basically defend most of the things in the game. So let's go on to the Royal Hogs. Like, traditionally the Royal Hogs are a pretty solid win condition, but right now they're kind of struggling, mainly because the furnace and because people are using this really cheesy like Goblin Giant and P.E.K.K.A deck, and if you use Royal Hogs, you're just playing into the P.E.K.K.A, and then they just push you with like a 17 elixir push and you're dead. So I would put them at B tier right now. Like they're still good, they're just not good in the meta. And they also buffed the Dark Prince. I think it was like a C tier card before, and after the buff it's probably a B tier card. Maybe like a B minus. It's just if you compare the Dark Prince to the Prince, yeah, it's just not even a comparison. The Prince it charges faster, it does way more damage, and it has more health. And there's just no reason to, like, I want to say there's no reason to use the Dark Prince, but the Prince just outshines it. Next, we're going to go with the Elixir Golem. So the Elixir Golem's actually kind of bad, but it's not the worst. So I'm going to put it in D tier. And if you want to know, like, what decks can you use with the Elixir Golem? Well, traditionally, the decks were like E-Golem with Baby Dragon, E-Dragon, or Inferno Dragon, and you would pair it with Healer and Barbarians or Elite Barbarians. And then I guess recently people were using the Goblin Curse with it, and I would say the most recent deck, like for September, is with the Goblin Machine. So you can kind of use E-Giant with Goblin Machine, and it's semi-viable, but yeah, E-Giant or E-Golem as a I don't know if I've been saying E-Giant this whole time, but yeah, E-Golem as a card is kind of bad. Next we'll go with Rocket. I would say Rocket's a B tier right now. I think it kind of needs like a damage buff on the crown towers. Personally, I just don't think it does enough. You used to do a lot more, and there's just not like too many scenarios where it's useful. But I would say that it's decent right now. And actually the deck that I'm using is Lumberloon, and I can't beat Rocket. So yeah, Rocket's pretty dominant in some matchups, but I mean, you can't really kill buildings with it. And yeah, if you throw a Rocket at a Goblin Machine and a Goblin Giant, it's just not gonna work out. So yeah, that's kind of why Rocket's not like dominant in the meta. But you'll see people use it with Logbait still. You'll see people use it with Expo a little bit, but Expo's a little weak, so you'll mainly see people use it with the Miner. And in most Rocket decks, they're gonna also have the Tesla. And let's see, the Tesla, like, as I said, buildings are in a really tough spot, but the evolution's not bad. And the Tesla as a card is also, I mean, it's not the worst, right? Not the worst building. And it can be pretty effective. My only problem about it is I kind of wish it did a little bit more damage, or maybe just had a little bit more health. I think the Tesla might need like a little bit of, I think all the buildings need a buff, honestly, but the Tesla's probably one of the best buildings in the game right now. And next we'll go with the Inferno Tower. Yeah, something about the Inferno Tower. This thing kind of just sucks. And the reason why it sucks is just because the amount of resets. You have the Lightning, Evo Zap, Vines. People can play Barb Barrel to distract it. I mean, there's just so many things that you can distract the Inferno Tower with. It's just not effective. And it's not like you can help the Inferno Tower by using Tornado because the Tornado sucks. So next we got the Giant. Now I think the Giant is probably like a top tier card. The only thing is that the Goblin Giant, I mean, it just outshines the Giant, right? But the Giant's really good. You'll see people use Giant Double Prince. There's this guy named Kamikaze on the top leaderboard, and he always uses this Giant Double Prince deck with Evo Zap, and that's kind of what we're gonna pair this with. So Giant Zap, really good combination. The Evo Zap is a really good evolution in the game because the double zap effect will help kill like Dart Goblin, Firecracker, Princess, and things like that. And yeah, so the double zap ability just does a good amount of damage. But next up, we're actually gonna do the Snowball. Now the evolution Snowball, it's not broken because it takes a while to get to because of the 2 cycle, of course, and sometimes you're just not gonna get the value that you want out of it unless you are using this one deck. And that deck involves this card called the Goblin Drill, right? So when you pair the Goblin Drill with the Evo Snowball, it's just completely busted. So let's get this Goblin Drill in S tier. This is one of the best win conditions in the game right now. And it's just easily no doubt. All right, you compare the Goblin Drill with the Snowball, and it's just complete brain rot. It's just complete brain rot. Top tier card in the game. The evolution sucks. Don't use the evolution. But the Goblin Drill as a card, that's an S tier win condition right there. You'll. So yeah, let's put the Mini P.E.K.K.A. at probably A tier. Yeah, let's put the Mini P.E.K.K.A. at A tier. And then I would probably put the Valkyrie at B tier. I just don't think it has enough health, doesn't do enough damage. The Evo's not bad. But yeah, Valkyrie needs to get buffed. Mini P.E.K.K.A. outshines it, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. is also really good with the vines. See, so these people are using like DPS with the vines. I don't know what the heck this guy's using. That's alright, bro. You got it. But yeah, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Healer. Yeah, Healer is one of the worst cards in the game. Let's just put that in F tier. Alright, we're gonna put the Bowler. Bro, the Bowler sucks. Alright, for 5 elixir, this thing has the hit speed of a grandma. Like, it it has no hit speed. It needs like a 0.1 second hit speed buff. And I think that would fix like the errors that it has. Like, it just doesn't shoot sometimes. And when it does shoot, it does no damage, right? So I think it needs to do more damage. The Bowler has never been buffed, bro. So I just want to see the Bowler just be a good card in the game, bro. Because it could be a really good defensive card. It's just not. Current favorite card in the game, along with the Evo Baby Dragon. I'm gonna put it in S tier. This is what I use. I use the Evo Lumberjack. I use the Evo Baby Dragon. These two are my favorite combo in the game right now. So yeah, very solid. Goblin Cage. It's a 1 cycle Evo. It's not bad. As you can see, this guy is using it right here. Next up, we got Expo. Yeah, the Expo is pretty decent. It's not in like the best spot right now because of the vines, but Betfist usually finishes top 10 with it. But it's actually kind of hard to use right now in the meta, so I'll put it B tier along with the Tesla. All right, Sparky. Yeah, this card is brain dead, bro. It's really good. I think I'm just gonna put the Sparky in A tier. I mean, you combine this thing with the Goblin Giant, and it's just so stupid. If you want free wins, use Goblin Giant Sparky. That's the advice I can give to you. All right, next up we got the P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, this thing combined with the Evo, like, so you have the Evo P.E.K.K.A. The Evo P.E.K.K.A is not bad. Basically, just heals every time it kills something, but it doesn't heal like an egregious amount, so it's not broken. But it's still like, combined with this chef, it's really good. But the P.E.K.K.A itself, it's like a B tier card. Honestly, like it's a lot of people use it in the meta, but like mini P.E.K.K.A is kind of better. Doesn't do anything honestly. Cannon cart, yeah, cannon. They kind of killed the cannon cart with the rework. Wizard, Evo Wizard's pretty good. I'm gonna put a B tier. Goblin Hut, Goblin Hut's the best building in the game. Combined with the Evo Witch and the Skeleton King, yeah, this thing is busted, bro. Electro Spirit, guys, if you're having trouble against Graveyard, use the Electro Spirit. This thing like damn near full counters the Graveyard for 1 elixir. All right, use the Electro Spirit. Prince, I mean it. Prince, the highest damage per second card in the game, bro. This thing is broken. It always has been broken, and I do not want to see the meta where it is combined with these 3 cards again. Holy crap. Like 4 months ago, Prince, Giant, Evo Zap. That's all you would see. Broken. Yeah, Prince is really overpowered. Do I want to see it get nerfed? I wouldn't really have a problem, but again, I want to see other cards get buffed. I don't want to see other cards get nerfed. Alright, so next up we got the Cannoneer. Thank God they nerfed it, bro. Thank God they nerfed it. This thing was S tier last season. It's just does way too much damage. Hits too fast, bro. Oh my gosh. Like, if you're trying to use an E-Giant against a Cannoneer, you're not winning the game. But yeah, the Cannoneer defended everything, bro. Did way too much damage last season. But now they nerfed it. It's like a... I would say like it's a B+. Yeah, next up we got the Bomber. A lot of people are using it in the Brain Rot Drill decks. Yeah, Bomber is solid, guys. The Evo sucks, though. I would put it in A tier. Just don't use the evolution. The evolution version is terrible. Alright, now we got Balloon. Balloon is a solid win condition in the game. Nothing about it is busted. Nothing about it is weak. It's just a 90 overall card, guys. It's good. Next up, we got the Miner. Yeah, I think we just saw Riley get a win with the Miner Marcher. But yeah, Miner is a solid card. I'd probably put it up here. Next up, we got the Giant Skeleton. Solid in Graveyard. A lot of people were actually using it last season. This is kind of the card where it's kind of hard to get balanced. And I think it kind of is balanced right now. But then again, like, compared to this card, yeah, it just doesn't compare, bro. The Log's been getting nerfed a lot. I wouldn't have a problem if they kind of buffed it again. But then again, like, the Log has been good for 9 years, guys. It's been good for 9 years. It just defends every push with, like, the Goblin Gang. That's just how it's always been. And now it's just a decent card now, guys. Bandit, guys, if you want to get free wins, Mega Knight Bandit. I would say, like, Bandit's been broken for a long time, but right now, it's not completely busted. The boss Bandit's a little bit better. But yeah, Bandit's always been a good card. Ice Wizard. I'd probably put Ice Wizard in A tier right now. A lot of people are using it. It pairs well with the Witch, I would say. Let's see if we can find anyone. Yeah, so this guy's using the Ice Wizard with the Volk. Guy's using the Ice Wizard with the Golem. So yeah, people use it. It's pretty solid. Next up is Fisherman. Yeah, Fisherman's using the Brain Rot, Goblin Giant, Rail Giant decks. Yeah, this card is really good, guys. You just pull everything to the King Tower, and you always have King Tower activated. Yeah, Fisherman, really annoying, bro. Oh, this is the little Ground Empress. Ground Empress ain't bad. Put that at C tier. Alright, Magic Archer. Magic Archer just relying on Tornado. And if Tornado's good, then Magic Archer's good. But Tornado sucks. So Magic Archer is D tier. Dagger Duchess, just C. I don't want to see this thing be meta again. It's so brain rot because people just overpush with Giant Prince and then just have the Dagger Duchess defend everything. It's so stupid. Battle Ram, yeah, Battle Ram is solid right now, guys. The Evo Battle Ram right now, combined with the Baby Dragon, yeah, high A tier. Next, we got the Ram Rider. A lot of people using the Ram Rider with the P.E.K.K.A. and with the Baby Dragon. I don't know if I would put it in. I don't know if I would put it in S tier because it's not busted. Like, you can defend it, but it's really good right now. Really good right now, guys. Oh yeah, if you guys were wondering what I was talking about, the Goblin Giant Sparky deck for free wins, yeah, use this right here. It's so stupid. Alright, so here are the final two cards. We're on the Mother Witch and the Monk. So the Monk, guys, I can't preach the word enough. Brain rot, brain rot, brain rot. Like, it doesn't take any skill to use, guys. It's so solid. It deflects all of the ranged cards. It's a tank, and you can't kill it, bro. So combine it with these three, and you just won't lose. And our last card is the Night Witch. The bats kind of need to be buffed. The Night Witch kind of needs to be buffed. And you can see in the Golem decks that people are using, they're not using the Night Witch anymore. So yeah, the Night Witch is just completely gone from the meta, and it needs to be buffed. Because the Witch is better, and the Prince, the Lumberjack, just every other card is better. So yeah, this is our listing right here. This is the end of the video. If you just skipped to see like what I would rank, like, yeah, this is the list right here, bro. These are the best cards in the game. Tower Troops doesn't really count. Furnace, Baby Dragon. I don't think like most of these cards need to get nerfed, but I think these four do. These four need to get nerfed. Prince is pretty good. I'll put this over here. But yeah, for sure these four cards, bro. Evo Witch needs to get nerfed. Machine needs to get nerfed. And okay, I'm gonna get some water. Alright, but that's going to be the end of the video, guys. We need to start advocating for cards to get buffed. Like, E-Giant needs to get buffed, Tornado needs to get buffed. And some of the D tier cards, Bowler needs to get buffed. Flying Machine, like, you know, all these cards need a little bit, just a little boost, just so that we have more options in the game. You know, we can't just have the same cards dominating every season. I would say the Baby Dragon and the Vines saved defense in this game. Can't preach it enough. Yeah, that's it, bro.